Are you pertinacious? Do you even know what it means? Time for you to find out. Stay tuned. Welcome to the WorkHARDAholic Show with your host, the original WorkHARDaholic, Shirley Crawford, author, speaker, and small business consultant for over 20 years, helping you to work hard, play harder, and business better. Hello, and welcome back to WorkHARDaholics. I am Shirley Crawford, the original WorkHARDaholic. Why? Because I made the word up. WorkHARDaholics is a show for entrepreneurs, wannapreneurs, C-suite executives, leaders who are looking to be able to work hard, play harder, and business better. How do we get that started? Well, we get started with making sure your money is in order. Who do we have to help you with that? None other than Lawrence Roberts with financial news you can use.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lawrence Roberts with Financial News You Can Use. Today, I'm going to read to you another letter from another person that was listening, and they wrote in. These are important because it's a way to get your questions answered. This letter is from Sandra. Sandra is a 43-year-old lady, of course, a lady named Sandra, 43. She wanted to know the difference between whole life and term life insurance and how does it fit into her financial plan. Which one's better for her? Well, Sandra, I'm going to tell you this here, and just for everyone else also out there, no one cares. It's the one that you need when you need it. That's the right one. The one that's going to pay out when it's time. So, with that being said, please don't nobody get offended now. When you already talked to the guy upstairs or whoever you believe in that, hey, this is my time, get the cheapest one, get the most, then go for it. But since we don't have that connection, because we don't really know when our time comes, have something that's going to be there. Get it while you're young. Do it while you're young. That way, when we get older, it's already set in place. So, Sandra, the difference between those two, whole life and term. Whole life is just like as the name says, it's going to be there for your entire life. Term, it's just as the name says, it's there for a period of time. Yes, you can have more than Yes, you can have more than one type of life insurance. You can have multiple policies. You have more than one pair of shoes at home, don't you? Okay, they do different things. Now, this is what I'm talking about as far as the different things, because when you look at young parents, young people, some of the things and cost of parenthood. Young people, understand this here. Those of you thinking about having children, they are not cheap. Babies eat, sleep, and poop. Them diapers cost a grip. All right, for those of you who don't understand what that means is this. Them diapers cost a lot of money because that's all they're going to run through them diapers. So it's about planning. So while you're young, I'm not going to tell you to spend a lot of money on it because your finances may not be there, especially when you have a young child. But you still need coverage. Get that term policy. It's very inexpensive. You're going to get a lot of coverage. In most cases, you should have a lot of coverage, but do it while you're young and healthy. That way your family's protected. All those different things that you plan for your children will be there. If you pass away early, your child will still be able to do all those different things that you had planned for them. You just may not be able to see it in person. You see it from up above. Or if you was a bad person, you'll see it from looking up. Whichever's your preference. But your child will be able to know that you cared about them. That's the biggest thing. Okay? Now, caring for your older people. Because as we get older, that's important too. Also, there is no such thing as, hey, children are too young to have life insurance policies. We can look around our country. People are dying every day and it has no age limit. But getting the policy on your child, they're young, they're healthy, you're saving money. You're setting them up for the future. All that's important because you want to make sure that they're there, they're taken care of. Just like Sandra that wrote in, she may not have no children. Her children are grown. So you're going to direct them to get a policy because they're working. They're able to pay for their own. You might have to help them. But all that's important, okay? Also, planning for college. Take the time to plan for college. Plan for your education of your children. Don't wait till they're 15. Oh, we got to put some money aside for college. Because realistically, the money you could have put aside when they was 1 year old compared to when they're 15 is a lot different. You have a shorter time period to grow that money. Shorter time period to hit the ups and downs of the market. Understand that. So these are just some of the little tidbits here, okay? You want to make sure your family's taken care of. When you have children, the planning starts from when they're in the oven cooking, all right? Understand this. These are just some of the little things. Take the time to talk to a financial professional such as myself. Again, I'm Lawrence Roberts with financial news that you can use.
All right, workaholics. We are sincerely hoping that when we're giving you resources like Lawrence, that you're not just listening, but you're living through it. Like you're taking notes, you're figuring out what it is you need to do. And if you don't know what to do, feel free to contact Lawrence or reach out to us at the show at admin@workhardaholics.com. Okay, we started off by asking you the question, are you pertinacious? And some of you are going, what's pertinacious? Okay, we're not being funny. We understand perfectly if you didn't know exactly what that meant. But really, it's what my mother would say is stick to ititiveness, right? That's old folk speak for are you tenacious? Like, are you really doing exactly what it is that you said you're going to do? Like you said again, you set a goal, you set a plan. Okay, by definition, holding ferociously, tenaciously to a purpose, action, or opinion, resolute, stubborn, or obstinate. This is one of those times where that can be a positive or a negative. If you're holding on to last year's idea of what success was, if you're holding on to a misunderstanding of who you are based off of something you did in the past that was an epic fail, you're not the fail. You failed. Now pick yourself up, be pertinacious, be tenacious, and hold on to whatever your new purpose is. Okay? So we all know we've started a new year. Happy New Year, right? I'm told you can keep saying that until January is over. So we have a little bit longer, but not much. Actually, for some of you, when you hear this, the year will be over. So, well, January will be over anyway. So here's the deal. We start a new year. We talk about resolutions. You know, I don't believe in them, but I do believe in goals, quantifiable goals, accomplishing things, setting up a standard of what you want your life to be, where you want your business to be, what you want to accomplish personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally, like the whole nine. And some of us have never thought about it. Others have buried our heads in the sand and going, I don't know, and I don't want to think about it. It's stressing me out. But here's the deal being a 65-year-old working at Walmart as a greeter, because you never gave a real thought to your financial plan and future, that's not what we want for you. Now, you 65-year-old Walmart workers, if you're out there and that's your social way, that's how you meet the people and get to say hi, well, good for you. That was your game plan. For the rest of you, pay attention. Okay, so I want to start off by sharing some what we call time tool techniques for this week. We used to do these like every single week. We hadn't been doing them for a while, but I think it's time to bring them back. So we want to give you some tips on ways that you can figure out how to better accomplish your goals, your objectives, and for it to be more than just I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. That works great for a cartoon, but not for real life. Okay? So, here are a couple things we wanted you to ask yourself and be prepared to accomplish and do. So, if you have a pen, you got paper, a writing utensil, pen, pencil, writing utensil, whatever you got. I want you to make note of these things and then I want you to come back and review them because we want you to do better in 2023. You ready? Okay. So, the first thing you want to ask yourself is what is the most important thing to you? What do you love to do? A lot of times, there's a book we share. We used to do our book it moment. If you missed those, let us know. We'll bring them back. But there's one book that says don't do email in the morning, which I wholeheartedly agree with. All right. A lot of times we let other people decide our day for us. We react. We are not proactive, we are reactive, right? And so we want to change that. Let's be intentional about your day, about what you're looking to accomplish and how you want to get there. So you start by asking that simple question: what's really important to you, right? And so when you have that in mind, or you're thinking, what do I love to do? What do I want to accomplish? Then we're going to focus towards that. Then, with that in mind, of what's important to me, what do I love to do? What am I trying to accomplish? The next thing you're going to ask are, what are the things going on in my life, the things I do every day and every week and every month, and how are they related to what's important to me? A lot of times, every as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, we have these mission statements, right? We hire these gurus who tell us, what's your mission, what's your vision, what's your purpose? I feel like Yogi Bear, right? But then when it comes to every day, we never think about that. We took that 6 month period to pay thousands of dollars to figure it out, and then we never do anything with it. If you know what your mission is, if you know what your vision is, if you know what's important to you, then the thing that took 4 hours for you to do today, does it have any relationship to the thing that is important? Did you spend 4 hours trying to find some old file in your cabinet that really it was just because it was a whim? Or because someone came by and asked you a question and you spent 2 hours trying to dig up what they were looking for? Does it relate to your purpose? If not, stop doing it. Stop wasting your time. Time is money, period. And it's not just it's invested. No, 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 no. Every hour of yours is worth something. And so if I know that in general, my lowest rate is 250 an hour. If I am spending that 250 an hour looking for an extension cord that I could have asked Martha to look for, I just wasted $235 an hour. Time is money. And if that shocks you, it should. Your hour is worth more than a lot of things that you're doing. And if it's not tying in to your bigger picture, then why are you doing it? Just saying. All right. So we can ask these same questions, right, about our possessions, about the things that you own. We spend a lot of time trying to get that car, that watch, that shoe, that whatever, right? And so here's the thing: do you really love those items? Are they truly essential? And so I am not judging your shoe collection. I am not judging your bespoke suits. I am not. But are these things really bringing you joy? Are they really necessary? If you're a real estate agent, then we understand that wardrobe is essential. If you're a stay-at-home mom, what's the wardrobe for? I mean, like for real. Things should tie in appropriately. So I will say I am beginning the process of working on my attire and how I look. Thanks, Christina. Uh, but that's because as of February, was it February 2nd? I should get that date together. I think it's February 2nd. Our show goes to television. So that becomes relevant. So it's relevant in that way. But if it's not relevant overall, then why are you doing it? Are you doing it because it makes you look better to your neighbor? Who cares? They're not paying your bills. Are you doing it because it makes you look flashy and like you're successful? There was a study like eons ago that the richest people, I don't want to say they look homeless, but they don't care a lot about the things that other people care about, right? So they might have that very expensive watch and be wearing overalls and tennis. They might have something that really focused on, but because when you're already proven, you don't need to be proved. I mean, that's really the bottom line, right? So I want you to really think about this concept. Uh, what's most important to you? What do you love? What are the things that are doing in your life that all relate back into what's important to you? If they don't, let's X them. When it comes to the things that you own, that you buy, that you're so focused on, do you really love them? Are they really essential? All right. Don't worry, we have some happier notes for you in just a moment. But first, we're going to hear a word from our sponsor.
Listen, attorney Alex Taylor is a soldier in a suit, defending anyone with criminal charges, DUIs, and more. Call Alex Taylor, your soldier in a suit, at 804-500-5000.
I'm Alex Taylor. Don't face your criminal charges alone. Put a former prosecutor with 30 years of experience on your side. Let me show you how a soldier fights for your freedom.
Call 804-500-5000 or go to alextaylorlaw.com. During these challenging times, Richmond Dentistry for Children wants to remind you that we've been here for you and your children for over 25 years. Your child's body is their temple and their teeth are the doorway to good health. We provide compassionate pediatric dental care Monday through Friday. Call 804-780-2888 for your appointment or come to our office at 300 West Broad Street. RichmondDentistryForChildren.com, serving Central Virginia. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Ladies, are you looking to move your office from your kitchen table to a space of your own? Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you looking for co-working and community? Well, then come join us at the Women's Business Center, RVA, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 100, directly across the street from the Kroger at Willow Lawn. Visit us on the web at wbcrva.com or on social media at WBCRVA. When you're ready for more than just office space, come join the WBCRVA family.
Hey there, I am Rita Ricks, principal of Rita Ricks LLC. We are spiritual and mental health coaches, showing women and young adults how to remove the barriers preventing them from creating the life they were born to live. Once those barriers are eliminated, they find the peace, purpose, and passion to achieve what they truly want in life. Contact us today at ritaricks.com because this is your time.
Wouldn't it be convenient and safe to communicate with your dentist, pediatrician, medical doctor, or mental health professional anywhere you are without actually traveling to our medical centers?
Well, you can with a televisit at your local Capital Area Health Network. Call us at 780-0840 or
Go to cahealthnet.org.
find out how a televisit may be your best option. We are the Capital Area Health Network, the heart of the community.
Life can be a struggle. Find hope, healing, and answers at the Abundant Life Church of Christ, a place to encounter God through uplifting worship, singing, prayer, the preach word, and fellowship. One step can change your life. One step could shift your destiny. There has never been a better time to take that step than now. Come be our guest every Sunday at 10 a.m. at the Abundant Life Church of Christ, a place where you belong.
Imagine Media Lab, a multimedia and podcast rental studio in partnership with the Women's Business Center, RVA, offers audio and video production services. Record that podcast you've always wanted to start. Create marketing and advertisement content such as voiceovers. Become a member and save on podcasting and production packages. All equipment and software is included in your rental, located at 1510 Willow Lawn Drive. ImagineMediaLabs.com. Book your session today.
Welcome back, and thank you again to the sponsors who make this show possible. We appreciate you. Alrighty then. So, we were talking about your time management, how we're going to accomplish some things a little differently in 2023. One of the things you might be thinking is, I want to start a business. I'm in business and I have questions. There are things I don't understand. What do you mean with all these alphabets? What's going on? Calm down. It's okay. Please feel free to send your questions into admin@WorkHARDaholics.com, and we will be sure to answer some of those questions during our episodes. All right? All right? All right. Okay, so on that note, though, for those of you who are really thinking about having a business or are in business and you're looking for a community to help you level up, I want to remind you that we are now introducing the Women's Business Center RVA Toolkit. So what that means is once a week, you'll be able to, if you're physically in the area, you can physically come into the office. once a week for a whole day of co-working. There'll be a monthly seminar. The first one coming up is actually, we're kicking it off with a vision board party. And it's not the normal vision board because there's more to the vision than just writing it down. Law of attraction and all, law of magnetism and all, there is more involved, and we want that more for you. Keeping in mind, once again, as we've already stated, the toolkit is really basic in pricing. It's only $25 a month. And you'll get the co-working, you'll get the seminars. There's a library of some resources that you'll also have. And there'll be a couple sessions of group coaching. All right. So keep that in mind. If you're interested, feel free to drop a line to, once again, admin@WorkHARDaholics.com. While you're there, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, repeat all of our social media channels, which are at WorkHARDaholic. Got it? Good. Okay. I do want to share some other tips and tricks with you all to make sure that you're maximizing your 2023. Do you want more? You want more out of this year than you got out of last year? Well, right after this commercial break, you can learn more.
During these challenging times, Richmond Dentistry for Children wants to remind you that we've been here for you and your children for over 25 years. Your child's body is their temple, and their teeth are the doorway to good health. We provide compassionate pediatric dental care Monday through Friday. Call 804-780-2888 for your appointment, or come to our office at 300 West Broad Street. RichmondDentistryForChildren.com, serving Central Virginia. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Listen, attorney Alex Taylor is a soldier in a suit, defending anyone with criminal charges, DUIs, and more. Call Alex Taylor, your soldier in a suit, at 804-500-5000.
I'm Alex Taylor. Don't face your criminal charges alone. Put a former prosecutor with 30 years of experience on your side. Let me show you how a soldier fights for your freedom.
Call 804-500-5000 or go to alextaylorlaw.com.
Wouldn't it be convenient and safe to communicate with your dentist, pediatrician, medical doctor, or mental health professional anywhere you are without actually traveling to our medical centers?
Well, you can with a televisit at your local Capital Area Health Network. Call us at 780-0840 or
Go to cahealthnet.org.
find out how a televisit may be your best option. We are the Capital Area Health Network, the heart of the community.
Alrighty then. Once again, thank you to those who make this show possible so that we can bring this information to you so that you can be the next millionaire, the next billionaire, the next whoever you want to be. All right. So, one of the segments that I feel like today is like a whole flashback of segments we used to do and we haven't done in a while, but we're kicking off a new year, so we want to share some things with you all. So, we have this segment called Work Hard, Play Harder Moment. Okay? So, I want to give you all some strategies for leveling up. All right? Because here's the thing. We want you to use what you can and who you can to level up. And using someone is not a problem. It's how you discard them that is the problem. You can use a toothbrush, but if you just throw it in the trash, that shows you the value that it had. So if you're using a resource like myself, that's fine. Utilize it for all that it's worth. But then don't walk away and talk trash. Just saying. Okay, here's your strategy. And this comes actually from an article by a gentleman whose name I cannot pronounce. If you want to know, tell me and I'll let you know. Okay, but it was from medium.com. So here's a strategy for leveling up. And I think it's very appropriate as we talk about non-resolutions, but how to be resolute with what you want to accomplish for 2023. All right, you ready? Here we go. Number 1, choose one main thing that you want to accomplish. I am actually going through a whole new process about how I manage my time and other pieces. And so, in part of my editing, this is actually a really hard piece for me because I have like every entrepreneur has 12 business ideas, 10 different things going on, juggling all kinds of balls. And we love to say that we can multitask. But even in that right now, I want shorter bursts of time with laser-like focus. Really, I'm focusing on 2 to 3 things for my time period. And then I'm going to move on to the next. But at this moment, for some of you, I need you to like peel the onion back even further down to one main thing, because you got too many things going on and you're getting none done. So it always talks about to be a jack of all trades and a master of none, which I think is harsh, but for some of you, it's accurate. You can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, but once we get beyond the real little, you can do nothing. So we want more for you. Master one thing, move on to the next thing, right? Then number 2 is to define your resources. So look at what it is you want to accomplish, and then look to see like, what are the resources that you have? What are the resources that you need? And then you're going to figure out how you're going to get the ones that you need and where you're going to move to next. I am a big proponent for saying this show is a massive resource. Outside of that, I really love YouTube. It's a great place to go and get an idea, right? And then you can always dig deeper from there. Then, okay, when you're looking at your resources, you're figuring out these are the steps to get to this goal. And it always seems like a lot more than what it is. So when it gets to be like, oh, it's too much, simplify. That already tells you you're focusing on too many things at once. So I hate this phrase, but it's still true. The whole piece of analysis paralysis. I think I just don't like trendy phrases, even if they're accurate, because people throw them around so much and I don't know what they mean anymore than they know what they mean. But the idea is you're thinking about things so much that you never pull the trigger. Oh my goodness, do it already. Do it afraid. Do it wrong. Just do it. Thank you, Nike. I'm going to just do it. See, you can have it from KB in a song format. However you need it, just get it done. You can always edit. You can always go back. You can always fix. You can always update. You can always alter. But a lot of times it's really important that you just get in there and do something. Okay? So bring all the stuff from the pie in the sky, bring it down to a simplified system and get started. And then focus on the compound effect. So that means if you take the big, humongous thing and then you break it down to a little piece, once you have that little piece done and mastered, you can build the next step. Master that, the next step, and then you have climbed Mount Everest. Not that that's something I desire to do, but you get the point. Then the process of what you're going to continue to do is to evaluate and improve constantly. Evaluate and improve. That's the gist of it. That's all you need. Choose one main thing, define your resources, simplify the system, focus on the compound effect. Don't kill yourself with everything all at once. Focus on the compound effect and then evaluate and improve. Always know that whatever you're doing, it can be better. It will get better. Just give yourself the grace. Be pertinacious. Be tenacious. Hold on to the objective. Remember why you're doing it. If it's the legacy, if it's the luxury, if it's the leisure, whatever it is, be pertinacious. Get it done. All right. So at this point, I feel like I've lectured you all throughout today, but it's really because I really honestly want more for all of you, wherever you are in your life, wherever it is you're trying to accomplish, especially if it's entrepreneurial, especially if you're in a leadership role making an impact. We want you to get it done. And then as you're getting it done, you remember to have some fun along the way. That's what we're here about, right? To live better, do better, and be better. And as we always say, happy entrepreneuring. Ta-ta. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. Like, share, subscribe, repeat. 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 Thanks for tuning in to WorkHARDaholics. Support our show by following on YouTube and all major social media platforms at WorkHARDaholic. Until next week, happy entrepreneuring.